Hey everybody, good afternoon. Welcome into the show that's on in the afternoon. Great show ahead for you today.
Oh, big one.
Yeah, man. Chris Shee has a big announcement for us today.
Can't wait. This is going to be
great.
Yeah,
he's doing the Concerts for a Cause. These are just blown up over the last few years. Everybody loves these Concerts for a Cause. And we'll talk about the cause, we'll talk about the concert, and we'll talk about the performer, which has not been announced yet.
Here we go.
Yeah, man. This is going to be exciting.
Yeah, very.
Excited to talk to Chris about this. I know he is excited for this event. And we'll get more into it here in just a couple of minutes. Right after we tell you about our friends at Bozard Ford Lincoln.
There they are.
Celebrating today 75 years.
I'm changing my notes too.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Happy birthday, Bozard Ford Lincoln. 75 years in St. Augustine in Northeast Florida. They are here for you. You can experience their extensive selection of new and pre-owned vehicles, quick and quality servicing, and of course their amazing parts and accessories shop. You can grab a signature burger while you're out there at Ford's Garage. I don't know why Chris doesn't have his own burger out there.
Well, yeah. What would Chris's burger be? Maybe we could bump the sheriff and he can have that one.
There you go.
No, thank you.
Oh, election year. That's not that's not happening during election year.
No.
They offer services from home delivery to company fleet servicing at Bozard Ford Lincoln. Your family is their family. And they are driven to inspire. And speaking of your family, our friends at the Bailey Group, they're going to help you get enrolled in a health insurance or Medicare plan. Why do I always miss the word insurance? It becomes invisible to me.
Maybe put it in bold.
Yeah.
Control B.
Yeah, let me bump up the
there we go.
Size of this. Health insurance or Medicare plan, and it doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it can be quite the opposite. At the Bailey Group, you're going to work with a local insurance advisor, which is super important, and they're going to help you find just the right insurance coverage for your specific needs and your budget. Their goal is to make getting covered simple. No added costs, no extra fees. The Bailey Group handles individual health and Medicare, corporate benefits, and financial needs for their clients. Give them a call today. Let them do that for you. 904-461-1800. And of course, our friends at Amara Med Spa. If you are craving the perfect blend of relaxation and rejuvenation, Amara Med Spa is your answer. From luxurious spa treatments to advanced medical aesthetics, Amara's experts will personalize the plan just for you. Enhance your natural beauty with things like Botox, dermal fillers, or laser treatments. Experience top-notch care in their state-of-the-art facility. Feel refreshed and revitalized at Amara Med Spa. Excuse me.
May God bless you at Amara Med Spa.
There you go. 2100 A1A South, Suite 2. Book your appointment today at theamaramedspa.com. Just walked outside before the show. Now I think I've got a cold.
Pollen.
Jeez, man. All right, joining us in studio to kick off our Wednesday show. Chris Shee. Chris, how you doing, man? How are your holidays? How's your New Year been? How's it all going, man?
I'm doing just great. Trying to get back in the saddle. Had a great 2 weeks off, basically, and
yeah, that's always nice.
Get back at it.
Good. Yeah. How are you doing with getting back into the swing of things? I'm not doing great. I got to tell you, my sleep schedule is still messed up.
Yeah.
Well, since we're being honest, not too good.
Great.
I struggled a little bit coming in this afternoon, actually.
Man.
Waking up before 1 p.m. and having to do that.
Oh, jeez. I wish I could sleep till 1 p.m. God, I didn't go to sleep till 1 a.m. It's crazy.
Wow.
I know. Hey, you got an exciting event coming up. Everybody looks forward to Concerts for a Cause now every year. Talk to me about, refresh people on where this started and kind of how this has been evolving over the years.
Yeah. So Concerts for a Cause was sort of named after the Clays for a Cause charity tournament that we had. I'm not real creative, so I'm just going to keep that going. And I have always had a big love for music. My dad's a musician, plays the drums in local bands around town, and we were raised with classic rock, Southern rock and roll, and it's always been an important part of my life. So once we got the Tringali Barn going and thought about some creative ways to raise money, we came up with the concept of Concerts for a Cause, and the premise behind it was we're going to have a real deal big concert like you would expect to see at any major venue, and we would do this to raise money for different charities. So Concerts for a Cause, it's not concert for a specific charity. It's going to change based on the needs of the community. So we launched this in 2020. I think it was March. March? No, 2021.
Okay.
21. Because it was after COVID.
That's true.
Well, during COVID, but not in the height of COVID.
Yeah.
Right.
And we brought in Rodney Atkins, and it was amazing. I didn't really think about it at the time, but everyone was so hungry for concerts because we hadn't had concerts in a year or so.
Yeah.
So the only way we were able to have our first one, because it was during COVID, was to set it up in what we call pods. And we rope off a 10 by 12 area, and it's almost like your own private room almost at a concert.
Right.
So it's a pod 10 by 12 for 8 people. And you bring your own chairs, you bring your own coolers, and whatever you want to bring out there. Food, people set up little picnic tables in their pods and have charcuterie
So
boards.
it's yours to kind of do what you want with.
Yeah, and it's so much more comfortable. Instead of sitting, you sit at a concert and you can only look at the people next to you and talk to them.
It's for a tall person, that's horrible.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's so much better. And people they roam freely around. And we have maximum 600 people out there.
Oh, wow.
So it's a really intimate concert experience. And, I'm biased because it's in my front yard, but I've heard so many great compliments about it being the best concert type experience because it's more intimate and it's just more relaxing and more of a big party. And most importantly, we're raising money for local charities.
Yeah.
So Rodney Atkins was our first. Then we had Diamond Rio. We had Easton Corbin. We had Marshall Tucker Band.
You're getting better acts than the AMP has in some months. Come on, man.
And the last one we did was a singer-songwriter deal with Dean Dillon, who is just an amazing, the most talented and most famous singer-songwriter to come out of Nashville. So in those 5 concerts, we've given a little over $310,000 back to 5 local charities.
That's huge.
So to me, that seems like an anomaly that we can have a concert with 600 people max and still give away that much money and cover the costs for the most part. I mean, I pretty much break even. I've had to subsidize a couple of the concerts. But it's pretty much a break even, and we just give a bunch of money back. So
That's awesome.
I have struggled last year to nail down the next artist just because they're all performing again. So you got to get it's logistically, it's kind of a pain in the neck to figure out how you're going to do this and when. And also fit it around the schedule that we have at the barn. But we locked in an artist at the end of last year, and I cannot wait. So we're going to do this May 25th, which is a Saturday.
Okay.
And it is the Saturday of Memorial Day weekend.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm hoping, Memorial Day weekend seems to be one of those weekends where people hang out for the most part.
Oh, yeah, major.
Let
Where are
loose
you
a
gonna
little
go?
bit.
You want to go to the beach, and we have that here, thankfully.
Yeah.
So, and it's a 3-day weekend, so this is a great way to kind of kick that off and do it for charity. And the charity, this concert will be the one that's benefiting is Rethreaded. So you all have had Kristen Keenan here before. She's an amazing woman. She started a charity, a nonprofit, I think maybe about 10 years ago, called Rethreaded. And Rethreaded takes victims of human trafficking, which essentially is prostitution. And they get these women after they've already been cleaned from drugs and alcohol and have started therapy and kind of getting a foundation built back under them. And Rethreaded employs these women to make all sorts of retail goods. They're actually building a commercial kitchen right now so that these women can also learn culinary skills in case they want to go that direction.
Cool.
And she has amazing plans and she has amazing momentum. But like all other amazing charities, they need money. They need fuel to keep going. So so we're going to raise a bunch of money for them, hopefully, at this concert. And they are super, super excited about this opportunity. A lot of the ladies are going to come out.
Oh, cool.
And it's going to be a great night.
Will they be able to sell some of their wares there? I've asked
them I've asked them to bring some stuff. And
it's got to be the toffee. They got to bring that
Toffee is so good. That toffee is too good.
They'll do great with that.
Late night toffee binge.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, it's I also asked them, we have sponsor pods. So the way the concert lays out, and people, if you want to look this up, they can go to tringalleybarn.com and go to concerts, and you'll see, actually, there's a really good video that'll kind of explain
I'll put it in
the
comments
layout
for
and show it all. And there are a total of 9 rows. That's it. And the first 2 rows are the sponsor pods, and then rows 3 through 9 are the general pods. So it's only 9 rows deep, not that many people out there, and I'm hoping that we sell out and just have a great time. But I asked Kristen, if she will put together a package for the sponsor pods as well and give them something really nice.
Oh, that's cool.
We need to expose Rethreaded more to the people of St. Johns County because it's so widely known in Jacksonville. It's starting to become more well-known down here, but we need more exposure.
Yeah, definitely.
I know this is something you've taken on a few events where you've donated to Rethreaded. I mean, I know it's you have a passion for these folks and making sure they do get off the ground here in St. Johns County, which is great.
Yeah, when you meet the women, human trafficking, the definition of it gets skewed because we think about the movies where people are kidnapped and taken away. But trafficking is really mostly prostitution. And I have talked to many of these women, and when you sit down with them and I ask them, tell me your story. How'd you get into this? Because I don't understand it. It's foreign to me.
Right.
You realize that, yes, it can be their fault because we can all make a decision, but really it stems from something deeper than that. And these women have beautiful hearts. They've been misdirected. And Rethreaded is one of those places like Alpha Omega too. Not that they deal strictly with that, but it's one of those places that just kind of redirects your life, builds that foundation under you and shows you that yesterday is yesterday, tomorrow is all you. Forget about yesterday. That can't define you anymore. And they're beautiful at doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. The whole narrative is amazing at Rethreaded.
Yeah, definitely is. So are you prepared to make the announcement of who we're going to have coming out this year?
So yeah, I'm super excited. I've actually seen this gentleman play 3 times.
Okay.
The last time I saw him was at the amphitheater. He opened up for Cody Johnson, who's one of our favorites. And I've seen him play with Jamie Johnson before. This guy is not only a really great musician with top 10 songs, country songs, but from what I understand, he's an amazing human too. So who knows if there's a connection that maybe happened locally with Randy Hauser.
Hey, there you go!
Yeah,
wow,
so
all right, man, that's a big
out
deal.
Of midnight at the barn, and he's an amazing performer.
That's awesome.
The guy, he just sings with his heart.
You've got to be so looking forward to having this performance take place in your front yard.
Yeah, it's
like how much are you just geeking out?
It's unbelievable.
So how did this happen? So you found that he was available at this time, right? And what was that conversation like? Did you talk to him about Concerts for a Cause? Does he understand where it's going?
Yeah, so I don't get to talk to the artist beforehand. I get to hang out with them the day of, which is real cool. But I use a company that is owned by 2 good friends, Chris Albrecht and Greg Adams, and they own AA Productions and Adams Entertainment, and they do this stuff around the country. They own the big stage setup and everything, and if you've ever been to the concert at the TPC, that huge stage setup, I think it's around $500,000 or so. It's the real deal stage. That's what we have in our front yard.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and the sound quality is just top notch.
Yeah.
So I lean on Greg and Chris and tell them the date that we're looking to do it, and they help me source the talent. They actually know Randy Hauser very well because they brought him into a bunch of events, and they cannot say enough good stuff about him. It sounds kind of silly, but I not only want a really great performer at Concerts for a Cause, but I want someone who's a really great person as well. And we have hit home runs with every single concert so far. That the people that have come out have just been awesome. I got to sit on the tour bus with Marshall Tucker and hang out after the concert.
Come on, that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty awesome.
Corbin, I got to meet his whole family and drink whiskey with him. And Diamond Rio, it was one of the bassist's 70th birthday, and we had a birthday cake for him. It's so neat to be able to hang out with all those folks. Because they're just people like us.
So the initial vision of Concerts for a Cause, did you have this in mind? Did you think it was going to be this big, or did you think it was just going to be a one and done? What was going on in your mind?
No, I did plan on kicking it off as a series. I never thought that we'd raise $300,000 and average of $60,000 per concert. But what I've learned is if you do stuff for the right reason, it works. Yeah, it just happens. And this is from the heart. It's for the right reason. And it'll continue happening. So, and it's gained so much momentum because it was an experiment at the beginning, and we continued experimenting. But we've gotten it down pat now, and people really, really love it.
Now, I can be a cheesy marketer. Everybody knows that in town. So, like, do you get them to sign something and that goes to charity for them to auction off? Anything like that?
Yeah, the sponsor pods, they all get a guitar signed.
Wow.
So I'll buy 12.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's freaking cool.
That's a
I
big
buy
deal.
nice guitars too.
Whoa, man.
So everyone gets a guitar signed by Randy Hauser, and at the sponsor pods do. And then we normally auction off 1 or 2 guitars as well.
Nice.
And those typically bring $1,500 to $2,000 a guitar when we auction them off. One other really cool thing is typically when we get the artist, we get to pick the opening act.
Oh, really?
And Randy, because he's so dialed into Nashville, we gave him the option. We gave him a budget and said, here's this amount of money, go pick who you want. So we actually don't know who the opening act is going to be yet. We should learn that here in the next probably 30 days or so.
Okay.
But who the hell knows?
I know.
Right.
Yeah, it's very
Jeez, this could be
exciting.
anybody at this point.
Chris Stapleton maybe open for him.
Oh,
He's a good opening act.
that would be incredible.
Relatively
I
affordable.
would
Jeez.
lose my mind.
Yeah,
if it was
that's-
everybody.
That's pretty cool that you've still got some anticipation around this.
Yeah,
You've
I
actually still got something to look forward to here. It's not done yet.
That's right.
That's pretty cool, man.
So we're also, I want to start planning the next one too and getting that going. It's a lot of work. My family helps us out a ton putting the whole thing together. But
Yeah, what does that setup look like for something like this? And is it kind of an all day? When
It's
do people start
magical.
showing up? Because I
So-
imagine there's got to be a pre-party. Like people
Yeah,
are
for
just
sure.
people are hanging out for a while, right?
So we open the gates at 5:30. The concert starts at 7, and it typically goes until about 9:30 or so. That 5:30 to 7 spot, that's when everyone comes and sets up and everyone's walking around and hanging out and eating. And we'll have Spencer Matheson out there with
Yes.
Smoking Spencer's
Smoking
barbecue.
Spencer's
That's
one of our favorites. Absolutely.
amazing. We love him.
And then we'll have one other food truck out there. We haven't picked the other one yet, but Spencer's going to help us with that. So we'll have food.
Cool.
And again, you bring your own drink. The parking is right there. Literally, you can throw a baseball from where you
Yeah,
sit to your
you
car.
got better parking than most places in St. Augustine.
No question.
great.
So the least expensive pod that we have is $1,000, and remember that's for 8 people. So whatever that math is, right? And then you include free parking, which comes with your ticket, and you bring your own food and drink. So it's really an inexpensive concert.
going
You're
to
going
a
to spend
great cause.
way more than that at any other venue.
Right.
Yeah.
The most expensive pod outside of the sponsor section is $4,000. And again, that's for 8 people. And then the sponsor pods, the ones we have remaining, we've actually sold 5 of the 9 already. The sponsor pods we have remaining are $6,000.
Okay, cool.
And can I plug
Please.
who bought the pods? So one of my best friends, Sean Sloan, and his wife, Terry, they own a fence company called Sterling Specialties. And Terry and Sean, bless their hearts, have both told me, whenever you do this, we're going to be a title. So I reached out to them first, and they did it. $16,000 for
That's awesome.
to go to a concert. But they love the cause. Bubba and Heidi Jimerson,
Hey.
which we all know here locally is just wonderful folks.
I love Queen Heidi.
She's got a humongous heart. And same thing, Heidi's like, Chris, I want to be part of this. So
She's an
she
amazing
took
lady.
a title sponsorship. And then Atlantic Self Storage, the Ashurian family, I reached out to Elena Ashurian the other day because they're big Rethreaded fans as well. And they took the last sponsor pod in the front row. And then a great family out at the beach, John and Lauren Klein, they have a mission of trying to get their neighbors involved in more of the nonprofits that deal with children, because that's where their heart lies. So they actually bought 2 sponsor pods so that they could bring neighbors. So,
Oh, wow.
it's so awesome.
That is really awesome.
That's just got to fill your heart to see support
it's
like
so
this for
exciting.
these great concerts, these great times, and these great organizations.
Now,
that
did
you're
they
helping
get a
with.
tip on who was going to play, or they were just the kindness of their hearts going to just sign up?
They got it.
Nice bonus. That
You
was
get
cool.
2 pods.
Being honest,
You know who's coming, right? You know what's happening out there.
I had to tell them.
That's
great.
Cat's out of the bag.
That's going to be a lot of fun. And
It is.
there's still announcements to make. I love that you don't even know who's going to be opening yet.
Yeah, that is
Might
cool
be
part.
Pete and Davey, you know?
Oh,
That'd be great. Flat and off key, but it'd be
yeah,
great. Yeah.
boy, this would be the last successful year for you.
Banjo on a recorder
I got my moves. Yeah,
and a Florida man belt.
it's all on the shoulders.
Yeah, there you go. There you go, man. Well, this is going to be fun. I'm looking
man.
forward to it. Tell people where they can go to get more information, get
Yeah,
tickets,
sure.
all that stuff.
So if you go to Tringalibarn.com, that's TRINGALI, Tringalibarn.com, and at the top of the page, I believe it says either events or concerts, and if you click on that, I think it says events. You scroll down and you'll see the concert, and it should already be. It'll be set up for ticket sales starting at 3 p.m. Well, actually, when this show started. Ticket sales are available.
Really?
Sweet.
That's awesome.
They're available right now.
Yeah, that's right. We timed it with your show, so thank you for letting me promote this. And
I feel so important over here.
Very cool.
Wow. Yeah, absolutely. Love what you do with these events. Obviously, great causes that you're helping benefit.
Thank
so
love to see you guys out there too.
Dude.
yeah,
yes.
I'll buy you a free barbecue sandwich.
Let's
cool. Okay,
go.
all right, man. I'm in for that. Great.
It's Spencer's. I'm
Spencer
going.
does have his barbecue is amazing.
Have you had the breakfast brisket yet?
No.
Oh, buddy.
Brisket
Sign up.
tacos
Yeah.
are amazing.
Breakfast. Just,
So
Oh, you can't beat it. Can't beat it.
He's an amazing human.
Chris Shee, Concerts for a Cause. Thank you for coming by and dropping this info on us, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you guys for allowing me to be on this again.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Happy New Year, Chris. And we know a big year ahead for you, man.
And
Well, what are
you.
you looking forward to in 2024?
Just
This concert.
being on this
Yeah,
side of the
right.
grass, honestly. I mean, life is so good.
Yeah.
If you step away, this is a great news station. You step away from the real news and get away from all that static and chaos. This is a beautiful place.
Yeah.
And we're thankful here in St. Johns County. I say this to our salespeople in our home building company, and I really believe it. We are in the best county, in the best state, in the best country, no question, in the world, period.
Mm-hmm.
Life is great, man. What are you going to complain about?
Absolutely,
So I have everything to look forward to.
So special. Yep.
Well, always appreciate you coming by, and we'll look forward to whatever is next. You never know what's next with
That's
you,
right.
Chris, but we'll look forward to it, man.
You guys got some big stuff coming up too. I can't wait to see the Florida Man game. It's
gonna be exciting.
We got Jimmy Jam this weekend.
Yeah, Jimmy Jam this
Yeah.
weekend, one of my favorite
There's always
things
so
to
many
do.
great community things going on. That's the
Yeah.
other great thing about St. Johns County is
Amazing.
we have a huge heart as a community.
Yeah.
And when there's a real need or there's a real reason to give, people come out and give.
Yeah,
And-
100%.
and
For sure.
That's an
It's
anomaly.
very cool.
That's not normal.
It really is. We're such a, people throw around the word community all the time, but we are such a community-oriented area.
Yeah.
Really unlike almost anywhere else in the world. Unlike anywhere else in America that I've been,
It's
for
the
sure.
pulse of our community. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's philanthropy.
Let's
Oh.
keep it that way.
Yeah, I like it.
We're all going
Name
to
it and
try,
claim it.
for sure. Chris Shee, thank you so much.
Thank
sir.
you guys.
Always good to see you, man.
Have a great afternoon.
You too. Man,
Randy
that's
Hauser!
exciting.
How
That's
cool
a big
is
deal.
this? Yes.
I'm telling you, man.
Potential for Chris Stapleton. He did say
They
that.
need the AMP needs to. If Chris was taking on other jobs,
Right.
the
this
AMP
is
should
great.
consider hiring him. I think he's a little too busy for all that right now,
This
though.
is
But
so awesome.
really cool, the awesome folks he's brought to town for Concerts for a Cause over
Absolutely.
the years, man.
That list is not too shabby.
No.
Not at Ponte Beach or Concert Hall, I'm just saying. They're actually there.
That's
Concerts
right.
for a cause.
All right, man. Hey, want to go see the Knights of Lights while they still remain?
Well, a couple more days. Yeah, they're holding on.
Yeah. Now's the time to do it, though.
Yes.
Before the new year is a tough time to do it. Everybody's getting in those Christmas celebrations. It's a Christmas themed thing, but it's still beautiful to immerse yourself in. So if you want to do that, you got to hop on an old Town Trolley, the green trains in downtown. They're still doing Knights of Lights tours, right?
Yes, until the 28th.
Okay. Yeah. So you can hop on the green train, get some of those glasses,
Yes.
reindeer and snowflakes.
Right. The kids have a different kind of glasses too.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Very cool to experience all that. Knights of Lights, it's the best way to do Knights of
The
Lights.
drivers are with you. You're singing songs. You're taking pictures. You're saying hi to people. It's good. It's a
It
great
is.
local moment.
It is. Check out the Old Town Trolley and get your hometown pass at hometownpass.com. Ride for free with a full fare paying adult guest. The green trains, we love them.
And we love All American Air. For 45 years, All American Air has been serving St. Augustine. They take great pride in providing quality service and installations, in turn gaining a customer for life. All American Air can match any price, but no one can match their quality of service. Our friends at All American Air will take exceptional care of your home unit. If your filter is great, it should be changed today. Give them a call, 904-461-0070.
And you got to stop by and see our friends at Bin 39 Wine Bar right there at the end of St. George Street on the Orange Street side. Unique little wine bar tucked away in there. And a great great way to browse wine selections that you may not have access to otherwise. Not every place can get these wines in.
And nobody has the team like Bin 39. They're
That's
like family.
the truth.
They're so cool.
Follow them on TikTok.
They're so much fun. They have a
If
great-
you want to really experience some of that fun for yourself. Bin 39, they're open every day. They got live music on their patios, 85 wines. It's just, you're going to find your new favorite
Totally
out there at
worth it,
Bin
yeah.
39. You're going to have a great time doing it. Give them a call and get on one of those tastings. 904-827-5740. Oh, it's horoscope time, right?
Man, I was hoping you were forgetting.
Yeah, it's your day. Scorpio and Sagittarius on deck today. Let's get into it, Clay. Scorpio. Oh, Scorpio. Your secretive nature will be your downfall this week. Your hidden agendas and manipulative tactics will be exposed for all to see. Expect your relationships to crumble as trust is shattered. They are not being good to you today,
they
sir.
are not. I don't care either.
Remember, honesty is the best policy, even if it means losing the upper hand. Jeez, man. Who do they think you are?
I don't know. Move on to Sagittarius. That was horrible.
Sagittarius, your adventurous spirit will be met with a series of unfortunate mishaps this week. Your spontaneous plans will all backfire, leaving you stranded in unfamiliar and uncomfortable situations. Embrace the chaos, because life has a funny way of reminding you that your plans mean nothing.
Oh, cool.
That's the feeling I get when I get up in an airplane. Every single time I look down and I'm like, oh, all that means nothing.
Yeah, we're
All
literally
that means
just
nothing. It's not even important.
dust in the wind.
Something like that. What kind of events do we got coming up, Davey?
Press now. Okay.
No, sorry.
Calling all plungers and
What?
chili cooks. I know, right? Plungers and chili cooks. That's
Wait,
their title.
huh?
Come on, join the fun in their inaugural Big Chili Polar Bear Plunge and Chili Cook-Off. This is happening over at Guy Harvey. Guy Harvey.
Oh, wow. Guy Harvey.
Make it a little
You
fancy.
targeted that up right there, man.
Yeah. Whether you're whether you're a pepperhead, a plunger, or both, this is a weekend not to be missed. It's
Why
right
do
here
those
in
sound
front of
like slurs?
I'm very nervous here. I should have read this before. Proceeds for the event will benefit Matanzas Riverkeeper. We do love them over there. This is happening Saturday, January 13th. Take the polar bear plunge into the Atlantic Ocean beach behind Guy Harvey Resort. It is January. It will be chilly. Plungers, either individually or as a team, come dressed in your best bathing suit costume and bring your floats. I don't know who's floating out there.
Dude, I have no idea what's going on. I have no
Polar
idea.
bear plunge at Guy Harvey, and then they have a chili cook-off to warm up right afterwards.
Oh,
is what
okay,
I'm
is
getting.
Troy participating in the chili
I'm
cook-off?
definitely sending this to Troy right
Okay.
after this. After the plunge, join them for People's Choice for Big Chili Champion between 1 and 3 p.m. But go to Guy Harvey on Facebook and check out the Big Chili Polar Bear Plunge and Chili Cook-Off.
All right.
Yeah. Next up, we have a big announcement coming up with our friends over at Paper Cuts.
Okay,
Yes.
that's right. I see another show coming up, right?
Yep, save the date, Saturday, February 17th at Colonial Oak Music Park. That's the OG venue for them. I'm very excited. Mark
Okay.
your calendars. Pre-sale tickets will be announced soon, so stay tuned. Just letting everybody know, so keep following them on socials.
Boy, they dipped their toe in the comeback waters, and now they just can't stop.
I know. We're going to find out what the new path is here. They're doing
Yeah.
amazing stuff.
Damn. All right.
Hey, say no more at Shayla Moore. She has got this incredible jazz lineup, everybody. If you love jazz music, follow them at Shayla Moore. Tonight is join Jonathan Dotson for a romantic and intimate evening of classical guitar music in St. Augustine's charming new restaurant, Shayla Moore. Jonathan Dotson happening tonight, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. live at Shayla Moore. Check them out at their socials and get some more information on some upcoming concerts.
Is that tonight or tomorrow?
Pete, it's tomorrow. My apologies, you know how I get. Yeah, it's tomorrow, but save the date. It'll be fun.
No, it's all good. I'm the only one in this room with a Jonathan Lee Dotson stalker app.
Oh,
So
really?
I
So
know
you were like,
exactly
yeah.
where he's going to be.
That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right, cool. Well, you know where Jonathan Dotson goes to get his hair cut and his massages?
I like it.
Panache. Since 1987. Panache has been around. They opened their doors to be a cut above the rest. Their mission at Panache is to care for their team, their guests, and their community from scalp to soul and bring joy to the world one service at a time. Their carefully chosen and highly trained staff is there to exceed your expectations. The same goes for their elegant salon space. They're dedicated to guest comfort, and they are devoted to innovation and artistry. They have a focus on making your day and always raising the bar. They're also aligned with Aveda's mission of ethical and sustainable business practices and their high fashion aesthetic. They share Aveda's exceptional standards of quality products, treatments, and guest care, and everything they do reflects the standards of an Aveda salon. Check them out, see what they got for you. GetPanache.com.
And the United Way of St. Johns County is a catalyst for change, bringing together businesses, volunteers, and organizations to tackle the toughest challenges in our community. With your support, they can make a real difference, from empowering children to succeed in school to providing vital resources for families in crisis. The United Way of St. Johns County is at the forefront of change by investing in education, health, and financial stability. They're building a stronger, more resilient community for all. Check them out today, unitedway-sjc.org.
All right, how we ending the show today, man?
All right, bad stock photos of people at their jobs are just far from reality. Okay, so this first one. As an archaeologist, I too routinely take a pickaxe to fully articulated dinosaur skeletons.
Yeah, it seems like that might not be the best move for preservation.
Probably not. Maybe a brush.
Yes, yeah, that's much better.
Next up, most people don't realize this, but an important part of being a librarian is poking the computer screens.
Yes,
touching it, yes. Not even touch screen. Next up, as a college professor, I find it to be best teaching practice to quietly read a book with my back to the children during lecture.
Sure, yeah, that sounds like a good way to teach.
Literally, this is me every day. Can't count the number of marketing meetings I've taken in a full suit on a beach.
You do this?
Oh, I wish. God.
Wow.
No time. Anyway, next up, as a train engineer, I always stand on the tracks looking at my laptop instead of being aware of high-speed trains. Yeah, definitely.
OSHA, somebody call OSHA.
Next one. Nope, that's not going to work.
Okay. Yeah, what are you listening for?
The shell? Get a grip. Next up, as a pizza cook, I regularly caress your burning hot and uncut pizza against my cheek before boxing it. Gross. Next up, as a cameraman, it's critical that I light myself instead of the subject. That's a smoke detector, too.
That's a good one.
Next up, I always give a thumbs up after a pelvic exam. It's not creepy at all.
Oh,
nice.
Jeez.
Hey,
good.
Great job.
What does the studio session look like for that photography right there?
I don't know, but who came up with that idea? Definitely get a new job. Next up, as a psychiatrist, I always compassionately take notes on why my patients are chewing parts of their bodies off during session. Nice.
And the wife is just like, honey, not now.
Did you take your Flintstone vitamin?
Right, she doesn't seem too concerned at all.
No.
All right, man. Good stuff. Great show today. Thank you again for Chris Shee for coming by.
Yes.
Thank you for organizing some great stuff here for us, Davey. Clay for pressing all the buttons. You guys out there for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.